let's just be real. How the hell is any of this shit we're talking about actually happening in real life without the authorities knowing about it, having some knowledge of it, and no control of stopping
it? You pay off the police.
Yeah, but why is it being said that police have been paid off, authorities have been paid off, it's being proven that people are being paid off, and there's no major news story about those police officers being investigated, about those people being arrested, about those people being shut down? Why is qualified immunity creating blanket coverages for perverts in and out of the system? They got hip hop cops and none of these seen those kids? You got 15 different people in the past 10 years go and do interviews with Vlad, calling themselves hip hop cops. Y'all saw none of this. And you didn't go and take any of this to the higher ups. You didn't take it to the commissioner. You didn't take it to the police oversight committee. Why is it just falling on the bad guys? Why isn't it falling on? I mean, honestly, if we really take an honest look at all of this that's going on, it's making the American justice system and our police force look totally inept.
Morgan invited Jaguar Wright, a singer, on his show Uncensored.
She done wrote songs for some of the biggest stars that exist. But since she wasn't partaking in some of the nonsense, a lot of hit records got taken from her and given to other people. She didn't get song credits or song.
Yeah, should they speak up now? Should they speak up now?
I think it's getting a little too late for those who are complicit.
We might soon get an inside scoop on how Jaguar Wright feels about black billionaire Oprah Winfrey. And it might be the latest release after she spoke up on Jay-Z, Diddy and Oprah's close friend Tyler Perry. For years, there have been implications that the media mogul isn't as nice as she makes herself out to be. And now might be the moment her true face is finally revealed to the world. So why do people think that Jaguar Wright might soon expose Oprah? It's because she has been on a mission to bring what she calls the truth to the world. She spoke up about Diddy being evil months and months before his scandal broke out, and he even went to jail. She spoke up about Jay-Z. She also spoke up about Tyler Perry, and now she might speak about Oprah. Let's start with her take on Tyler Perry. She outlined Tyler's connection to Diddy, saying that he got his power in the black community by association with T.D. Jakes' church, the pastor who has been caught to have attended Diddy's freak-offs and might soon get sued.
They don't like me in Hollywood.
Why do they not like you?
I don't wear dresses. I don't do that gay stuff on TV. You had to get some other black person to do that stuff. I'm talking, that's gunning. But they all confess they love the Lord. But you cannot compromise yourself if you love the Lord. So I play tough guys, but young kids want to be soldiers. Young kids don't want to follow a guy to wear a dress. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
The conversation kept going on, only for Tyler Perry to admit he did start a rumor that I was difficult to work with. He lied, only for Tyler Perry to admit I was wrong, and when my movie Boo come out, I'm going to say that, right? Now here's where, when you did that interview with Kat, I could respect how you do it, because Kat said you let them people lie in your face, and your response was, Kat, I don't know if they're lying or not.
Right.
Because I can only take them at their word.
At their word.
Right?
Yes.
Well, we sent you the audio of Tyler Perry. I don't want you to take me at my word. I want you to hear his words. And what did you hear that man saying? What did you hear that man saying?
He said it.
What did he say?
Monique, you know you're not supposed to be recording people.
No. Let me back up.
Okay.
Everything we did was legal. And here's where a black woman really gets the kick in the ass. Had I not recorded Tyler Perry, then it would have been my word against his. And then on top of that, it would have been, he's so powerful, we can't even pay no attention to that.
Right.
Well, now I have him on audio, which is legal to do where we live.
Right.
Okay? We have him on audio. And do you know what some people then said? Why would you record him? Just like you sat there and said, you know it's illegal to, but did...
It seems like Monique won't let things go, but you know, they did blackball her for years. Oprah, Lee Daniels, and Tyler Perry, they got together and they blackballed Monique because she wouldn't promote the movie Precious for free. Well, they only paid her a few $1 million in comparison to all the money that they made, and they didn't even offer her any more money. So it was bad that Tyler Perry put out that Monique had a bad attitude and a bad reputation. And Oprah, she's so dirty, she knew Monique was molested by her brother. She even brought the brother onto her talk show to discuss it. Where Oprah was raped and molested in her life, why didn't she bring her accusers on as guests? So Oprah is dirty. Lee Daniels, Monique said he did make amends and apologize to her. But Oprah and Tyler Perry, they're just opportunists. They advance their careers. So what do y'all think of this? Do you think Monique's going to let it go now since she had a chance to tell her side of the story? I hope she does. And please like and share and follow. Thank me later.
I can't answer why Oprah Winfrey did what Oprah Winfrey did.
Yes.
Only Oprah Winfrey can answer for her actions.
Yes.
So again, stop being scared.
No,
I knew that would get him on, Mary. I knew that would pop him back in, baby. I knew that would get up and Shay.
But even this show, I have a producer and I give him a lot of leeway. But I've had people reach out and say, well, a family member said something and I want to come on your show and refute it. That ain't what we do here.
Right. It's like,
it ain't gonna happen.
It's almost, you don't cross that barrier.
We don't do the family thing.
You don't do the family thing. And I'm gonna bring this up. I wasn't gonna do it. But damn it, this seat.
I say, you might want to have another
Look,
over.
This seat make you go, truth, tell it. No, tell the damn truth. I got labeled as difficult because I said one word, and that was no. Now, I said no to some very powerful people. What Tyler Perry showed me, Lee Daniels, Oprah Winfrey, and Lionsgate. When you don't do what we ask you to do, we'll take your livelihood.
But this isn't the only difficulty that Monique is facing at the time. So while she's getting backlash because she wasn't playing the game, Monique had been betrayed by somebody that she never saw coming. This is where things shift from professional to deeply personal.
What happened?
Oprah Winfrey called us up, and she said my brother wanted to come on the show.
Your older brother you described as a monster, and he abused you.
Yes.
From the time you were
7.
How did he abuse you? Are we talking about sexual abuse?
Yes. She said, if you don't want me to have your brother on the show, I will cancel the show. But I wanted to call you up to see how you felt first.
Monique thought Oprah had her back, but that was not the case. So one night at a party, Monique had a chance to confront her.
I looked to Oprah Winfrey and I said, you know, you and I need to have this conversation. Why would you have my mother on your show? And she said, if you think I did something wrong, I want to apologize. No, Oprah, it ain't what I think. You did do something wrong. You had full intentions of having my parents on your show and not saying anything to me.
Yeah, did Oprah ever actually apologize? No, and she doesn't really address Monique. Even when she's asked about her in interviews, this is what she said.
It's impossible. If you meet negative with negative, you will just have a combusted negative force and negative energy.
What was allowed to happen to Whitney and Michael and Prince was disgusting. It was terrible. It was awful. And all of the people who signed up to help these nasty campaigns, and I'm going to say this right here and right now, what you did to Monique, Oprah, was terrible. But what you did to the legacy of Michael Jackson was 10 times worse. To sit there to pretend to be his friend on camera. But I mean, you kind of did the same thing with Luther Vandross when you humiliated him on his deathbed, when you brought everyone into his hospital room so that they could see him at his weakest, at his most awful, at his most terrible, and then do nothing to support his legacy or his catalog when he passed away. That's the kind of friend you are. But what you did to Michael Jackson and his legacy. After those boys had already recanted their story and forced to say that he had done something to him, then you want to bring them back to encourage them to say the opposite, to hurt the auction. Like you're beyond a culture vulture. You're beyond that. Has anyone even asked her to explain what happened to all of those girls that went missing in that school in Africa? Like she gets away with a lot.
Breaking news. Shannon Sharpe has sued Oprah Winfrey for a massive $57 million. Yep, Shannon's accusing Oprah of ruining his career. Sources say Oprah blocked big-name guests from appearing on Shannon's show. To be clear, this all blew up after Shannon brought on comedian Cat Williams, who exposed some untouchable Hollywood secrets. And guess who didn't like that? Yes, it's Oprah. Allegedly, she used her power behind the scenes to ruin Shannon's rise. Guests started canceling last minute, and doors began closing on him. Shannon's not taking it lying down, though, and now he's coming for Oprah with a huge lawsuit, claiming she damaged his reputation and cost him millions in potential contracts. And it's not just Shannon. Cat Williams even hinted that Oprah's got serious pull, saying she's like a Hollywood handler who silences anyone who crosses her. Remember Monique's feud with Oprah? The same whispers of control have followed Oprah for years. Could Oprah really be that powerful?
Let's talk about what's happening with Harvey Weinstein. I know you posted on Facebook already, but you haven't kind of spoken yet publicly about what's going on.
I think that this is, I'm always trying to look for the rainbow in the cloud, whatever is the silver lining.
Let's imagine that she didn't realize how tone deaf that was in the moment. How do you say that there is a silver lining in the midst of serious allegations? But that wasn't even the end.
And so I think this is a watershed moment. And if we make this just about Harvey Weinstein, then we will have lost this moment.
And it's so interesting to see that she tried to completely brush over the allegations that were specific to Harvey Weinstein. But she had the time to have a sit down with the two men whose essay allegations against Michael Jackson form the basis for the documentary Leaving Neverland. Anyway, despite the blatant efforts to protect Weinstein, he was found guilty and is still serving time for his crimes. And guess what? Despite being close enough to be pictured together in public, Oprah insists to this day that she didn't know about his actions. But people struggle to believe this. And we're not just talking about fans, but also celebrities. Prayer for the dying singer. Seal publicly dragged Oprah for acting oblivious to the crimes that Harvey Weinstein was found guilty of. Back in 2018, shortly after Oprah delivered a speech at the Golden Globes, Seal slammed her, claiming she knew about the rumors surrounding Hollywood mogul Harvey Weinstein, but did nothing. When you have been part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you are the solution, he said in a pair of Instagram captions alongside two photos of Winfrey with Weinstein. Weinstein's alleged serial sex crimes sparked the Me Too movement and a cascade of accusations of abuse, harassment, and assault against powerful men. And while the scandal was building, fans couldn't stop thinking about Oprah's possible involvement. In one viral Facebook post, one person wrote a picture of Oprah with the caption, "I think now is an excellent time to remind everyone that Oprah Winfrey for years and years pimped young Hollywood girls to Harvey Weinstein to be raped." And while this claim doesn't have enough evidence to support it, we cannot ignore the fact that Oprah seemed almost obsessive about young female celebrities' body sizes back in the days. In fact, Cindy Crawford and the Olsen twins have separately spoken about their experiences as Oprah's guests, and it's not a good time, that's for sure. Cindy Crawford, in Apple TV Plus's new docuseries, The Supermodels, Cindy Crawford called out Oprah Winfrey over their 1986 interview, in which the famous TV host asked the then 20-year-old model to show off her body on national television.
Did she always have this body? Stand up just a moment. Now this is what I call a body.
I was like the chattel, or a child, like be seen and not heard. When you look at it through today's eyes, when Oprah's like, stand up and show me your body, like show us why you're worthy of being here. In the moment, I didn't recognize it. Only when I look back at it and I was like, oh my gosh, that was so not okay, really.
The interview was pretty much Cindy's first media introduction to the nation.
Oprah Winfrey has been securing Maui land like it's a trending bestseller. In just 2023, she invested in a vast 520-acre plot for $3.89 million, then went for another 330 acres at $2.47 million. Not to mention the two 10-acre patches she bought in 2022 for $100,000 each. From a mere 100 acres in Maui, Oprah now commands over 1,000 acres. But here's the twist. Amidst this real estate surge, a sudden fire happens, destroying homes nearby, but leaving her vast terrains unscathed. Does that ring a bell? Think back to 2017. A deadly fire consumed homes near her Montecito mansion, yet once again, Oprah's property emerged untouched. And after that event, she expanded her Montecito land holdings to a whopping 70 acres, even snapping up a 4-acre complex in 2019, which was decimated by mudslides shortly after the 2017 fire.
To follow Oprah with yet another round of speculation. According to the rumors, Navy SEALs have successfully located some of the missing children who were tragically lost in the recent fire. However, there are still some children unaccounted for. So in light of Oprah's alleged past involvement in similar incidents, some individuals are now raising questions about her possible connection to this supposed latest tragedy.
Where are the kids, Oprah? It was only 2.5 weeks ago, and now we're not allowed to talk about it. We're not free in this country.
Why are people speculating about Oprah for this incident? Is she involved behind such a horrific alleged act? You are about to find out.
I know it's been extremely difficult to be able to even communicate with a number of our students and our families. We absolutely need to make sure that we are connecting up with all of our students.
On August 8th, a devastating wildfire swept through Maui, Hawaii, claiming the lives of hundreds of people. The picturesque town of Lahaina witnessed a nightmarish transformation into an apocalyptic landscape, with even cherished landmarks like the U.S.'s oldest banyan tree and Hawaii's oldest operating hotel, Pioneer Inn, succumbing to the relentless flames. As of September 15th, 31 individuals remain unaccounted for, according to reports from the Maui Police Department and the FBI.
Governor there in just the last couple of minutes saying that 66 people are still unaccounted for. That is down from 385 people.
However, a recent viral report has made a sensational claim that Navy SEALs have successfully rescued 15 missing children. It's important to note that there is no official confirmation from the government regarding this incident. The report suggests that these children were found in distressing conditions, imprisoned in padlocked cages lined with piddle pads at a warehouse near Pier 51 in Honolulu Harbor.
And I say that within 24 hours, that list came out last night, get 100 people or more off of that list.
In addition to the previous claims, it is being asserted that the Navy SEALs located a guarded warehouse at 3 a.m. and detected multiple heat signatures inside using their infrared equipment. According to these reports, during the alleged operation, a Navy sniper took action by firing at one of the guards, while a SEAL commander subdued another with a single punch to the kidney. A third guard is said to have been struck by a bullet in the neck.
They were found safely, reported to be safe and sound. Again, we don't take that for granted. We still understand that there's hundreds more that we're still looking for.
It was also reported that SEALs found sedated children, some covered in their own urine and locked inside cages barely large enough to fit a dog. According to the report, the alleged 8 boys and 7 girls who were rescued were treated for acute propofol, a potent sedative, intoxication. The report goes on to claim that a total of 1,500 children have gone missing as a result of the wildfire. Now, this is where the speculations emerged.
I'd say these fucking adrenochrome addicted ass are asking for it at this point, taking down our polite videos about the Maui fire.
Highlighting the severity of this tragedy, the Maui wildfires have now been documented as the deadliest in contemporary U.S. history, with the death toll surpassing 100 individuals. Worries persist that this number could rise further as recovery operations continue and more information becomes available. The scale of this disaster underscores the urgent need for support, resources, and assistance for the affected communities. The gravity of the situation is so profound that the governor of Hawaii is making a heartfelt plea to every Maui resident, urging them to report any relatives or friends they are unable to locate. He said, "I think we're going to hear a number in the lower double digits tomorrow, hopefully under 50. And it's not much consolation because our hearts are broken that we lost 115 people for sure, but it is something that we are grateful that it is not 800 or 1,000 like people were projecting earlier. But tomorrow we should have a much tighter number for everyone." In a somber update, a recent report paints a grim picture, confirming that hundreds of individuals still remain missing in the aftermath of the devastating Maui fires. The governor of the state is making a heartfelt appeal to residents, urging them to step forward with any information regarding missing individuals to assist in the ongoing investigations. Currently, officials are facing the daunting task of handling 41 unresolved missing persons inquiries, further highlighting the challenges and the urgency of the situation.
The FBI has been working backwards by tallying up the missing people, then crossing off those who can be located. And yesterday, the special agent in charge, Stephen Merrill, revealed that there are currently about 1,000 people who have been reported missing.
The speculations surrounding the host take a more concrete shape with what appears to be the endorsement of these rumors by Ice Cube. He allegedly asserts that Winfrey's relief organization is to blame for several missing children who were displaced during the Maui fires. This accusation has understandably caused a significant uproar given the seriousness of such a claim.
Few of the guests just really didn't like where I was coming from, or a few of the hosts,
Cube also took to Twitter to express his rage. He tweeted, "This kid has been missing a long time." And in an interview, he literally said, "She's had damn rapes, child molesters, and lying authors. If I'm not a rags to riches story for her, who is?" Social media was immediately inundated with reactions from fans, critics, and fellow celebrities, all weighing in on this contentious issue. One person wrote, "Yup, this whole Maui fire doesn't sit right with me, and I have not seen any video at all from the locals going on live. I want to hear from their side. I wonder if they are being blocked on going off on social media. Has anyone heard or seen anything coming from the people within the community of Maui, especially about these missing children? Where are the children? Get all these evil people asked till they're found." Another one tweeted, "Why isn't Oprah letting the media cover stories on 2,000 still missing Maui children? Kids don't just vanish into thin air, Oprah. They were kidnapped." The situation in Maui had already reached a critical point, with families displaced and properties left in ruins. Various relief organizations, including one led by the renowned host, had committed to providing assistance to the affected victims. However, the recent allegations of missing children have added another layer of complexity to an already challenging situation. The burning question on everyone's mind is, how could children disappear while under the care of a relief organization, especially one led by someone as esteemed as Oprah Winfrey?
We've been meeting with community leaders, our kapuna, for the past couple of weeks, and just trying to figure out what we could do.
But to believe that you can take them as property and them and sell them, and it's something from the dark ages. It is just so horrific, but it's not isolated to Nigeria.
It's no secret that Angelina Jolie has never been a fan of Oprah. However, the tabloids always claim that Angelina snubbed Oprah over her friendship with Jennifer Aniston. However, we're now hearing that Angelina's feud with Oprah was motivated by something much more serious, and Angelina reportedly had serious concerns over Oprah's girls' school, as well as Oprah's rumored connection to Hollywood predators.
It was called Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls, and it had girls there from grades 8 to 12. But look how weird this is. Number of students, 322, but the faculty members, 666.
So what's really going on at Oprah's girls' school? Does Angelina Jolie know the real truth about Oprah's dark side? Let's break it down.
The first time I was in Cambodia, it was the first time I realized, I think we all have that moment in our lives where we kind of really question how much we know and our education and what we've been told.
Angelina Jolie and Oprah Winfrey have both built reputations as philanthropists and humanitarians, and yet they never really got along. In fact, Angelina reportedly has so much animosity towards Oprah that she can't even stand to be in the same room as her. Even when Angelina was still
Oprah school missing girls went viral, with her older South Africa school controversy being brought to the surface. Several netizens have gotten into a debate as to whether the girls from the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls are safe, with some claiming that multiple students had mysteriously disappeared. For those still in the dark, Oprah founded the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa in 2007, which Angelina allegedly refused to support. And this came after she had talks with Nelson Mandela about the looming poverty in the country. The $46 million boarding school then came into being with a 52-acre campus that included several amenities. And after the school's past controversies had died down, new rumors have been spreading like wildfire that several students from the educational institution went missing. Internet users flooded the social media platform wondering what happened to the South African girls, but no news publication has announced that the institution was dealing with a case of missing women. Hence, it remains unclear as to where the speculation about the missing girls began. Back in 2009, 3 years after its launch, the educational institution was rocked with a second scandal. Yes, there was a first big sexual scandal, and in this event, 7 of their students were suspended for sexually harassing their classmates. The New York Daily News reported that the alleged perpetrators also attempted to entice their classmates into lesbian encounters, and a South African news outlet also revealed that one of the 15-year-old girls demanded that her victims lie to the police about what had happened. Coming just 2 years after the first assault scandal, this news got the masses talking, with people questioning why the school was so problematic when it was still fairly new. Previously, during the first case, Oprah Winfrey had said she has been shaken to the core by the sexual abuse charges against a female member of her staff at her then-new boarding school for underprivileged girls in South Africa. This has been one of the most devastating, if not the most devastating, experiences of my life, she said in a news conference by satellite link from Chicago to Johannesburg. When I first heard the news, I just cried. I couldn't wrap my brain around it. But within the hour, I pulled myself together and realized my number one priority was to think about what would be best for the girls.
They didn't use the word sexual abuse. They implied that something inappropriate was going on.
At that time, several girls had appeared and reported one of their matrons for sexually abusing them, even though Oprah tried to downplay the issue, claiming that it wasn't really sexual abuse. Virginia Mogul, the then former dormitory matron at the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in Henley-on-Klip, appeared in Sebokeng Magistrates Court on 13 charges of assault, including indecent assault and soliciting underage girls to perform indecent acts. The charge sheet against Ms. Mogul includes assaults on at least 6 girls and a 23-year-old woman, and according to South African newspaper reports, the former dormitory matron allegedly fondled pupils and grabbed a girl by the throat and threw her against a wall. Oprah had to implicate other school employees.
Hollywood operates in secrecy. Not a lot of people know what really goes on there. It's an illusion, really. It's like, it's supposed to be glamorous, it's supposed to be all these things. And behind the scenes, it can be really tragic and really traumatic.
It has been no secret that Oprah faced a significant backlash when she invited John of God to her show, which had a healing center in Brazil. In reality, he turned out to be something else. He faced multiple allegations of sexual abuse. This individual gained widespread fame after being featured on a show hosted by Oprah Winfrey herself. The disturbing accusations claim that these women were sexually abused when they sought spiritual guidance and treatment from the so-called faith healer. This created speculation about Oprah's connections to this kind of people.
We all have the possibility in our own way to be a medium for God.
Oprah famously visited Faria at his center in 2012, but late last year, Faria was indicted on rape charges and surrendered himself to police after being on the run. Since then, the disgraced guru has also been accused of running baby farms where girls were raped, impregnated, and then murdered 10 years after giving birth. Their infants allegedly sold on the black market.
And upon joining the dots, it ties the link to this person close to Oprah, none other than Harvey Weinstein. In a startling revelation, a prominent Hollywood actress named Rose McGowan has come forward to disclose that a well-known TV icon was closely associated with Harvey Weinstein. The actress has shared that they were pals, raising eyebrows and generating significant interest in the entertainment industry. As the connection between the TV icon and Weinstein comes to light, it adds another layer of complexity to the ongoing discussion surrounding Weinstein's past behavior and relationships within Hollywood. The revelation has sparked discussions about accountability and transparency within the entertainment world. In a fiery and scathing Twitter post, Rose McGowan minced no words as she labeled Oprah Winfrey fake as they come due to her friendship with Harvey Weinstein. Taking to social media, the actor expressed her disapproval of the popular talk show host, sharing a photo that showed Winfrey embracing the disgraced Hollywood producer with a kiss on the cheek. The photograph in question was captured during the 2014 Critics' Choice Movie Awards, become a focal point of discussion, reigniting conversations about the connections and alliances within the entertainment industry. As an influential #MeToo activist who bravely accused Weinstein of sexual abuse, McGowan left no room for ambiguity in her latest statement. She shared a powerful caption alongside the photo: "I am glad more are seeing the ugly truth of Oprah. I wish she were real, but she isn't." It looks like people had more expectations from Oprah than from being friends with such people. Rose further went on saying, "From being pals with Weinstein to abandoning and destroying Russell Simmons' psyche victims, she is about supporting a sick power structure for personal gain. She is as fake as they come." #Lizard. McGowan's words underscore the complexities of perceptions within the industry, highlighting the importance of authenticity and transparency, even among well-known figures. This points out that Oprah, in reality, is not who we think she is.
All these celebrities, Jennifer Lopez, Beyonce, Oprah.
If we don't show up tomorrow, it is entirely possible that we will not have the opportunity to ever cast a ballot again.
You're going to look an audience in the face and you're going to tell them that if you vote for Donald Trump, you may not ever be able to cast a vote again. Who believed that? Who believed that coming from Oprah? Truly, who believed that? This is the kind of stuff that alienates an electorate, that alienates a vote or a voter. Because the freedom that you tell them they have, you try to confiscate morally by letting them know you ain't worth a damn unless you vote the way we say you should vote. Who's going to go for that in a general election with an economy rife with inflation, with over 12 million people coming crossing the borders, with people wondering about their dollars, the dollars that they earn, the dollars that they have in their pocket, the value of that dollar dissipating before our very eyes. But in the same breath, you're telling them that you got to take even more money out of their pocket to finance immigrants that come all across the border illegally at the behest of the Democratic Party looking to secure a voting bloc. Did you think that would work? Did you think that would work?
Hey Oprah, good morning. How are you, darling? You looking very good. How do you think the election went?
Not talking about the election, thank you very much.
Oh, is it true that they paid you $1 million for the endorsement for Kamala?
Not true.
Not true, okay.
I was paid nothing, ever.
What do you think about all the celebrities with their mass exodus?
I'm not talking about
Do you think Prince Harry's gonna lose his visa now that Trump's president? Thank you, Oprah.
Be glad Trump got elected, because a lot of Diddy's enemies are his enemies too. And a lot of Diddy's friends are also his enemies now too. You know, Trump is gonna shake up what happens in this country these next 4 years. I hope everyone's ready. But for everyone who thinks Diddy's gonna get a pardon from Trump, I truly doubt that, with that girl Andrea out running around now talking about a videotape with someone very presidential. They were leaning into a lot of things. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Donald Trump ain't going down with the Diddy shit. I'll tell you that right now. That's not gonna happen. And anybody who bet against him, I feel sorry for them. That includes a lot of people that help support Kamala Harris.